Thank you for joining us once again as we get another Formula One Grand Prix underway. "18 corners make up a lap of the incredible figure-of-8 Suzuka circuit, with 10 to the right and 8 to the left, for a distance of 3.6 miles. Average lap speeds around here are fairly quick. If it stays dry, then expect somewhere in the region of 136 miles per hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, yes, welcome back to SouthernXRacing. I'm your host, Simi Skate. Well, by my lonesome again, but we're at Suzuka, Japan. You've got to be excited. Of course, yes, the only figure-8 circuit on the calendar, folks, as we all know and love, a true driver's circuit. And in the past, many championships have been won here, of course. And, well, that is not to be expected here, of course, only being round 9 at SXR. But nevertheless, a little bit of housekeeping to get through. Yes, the Jaguar boys and the Monster Energy boys have decided to use their wild card, folks. Double points on offer, and well, a few drivers missing, so they've taken their chances where they lie, and they've got one of them in the chat already. And I speak of Mr. Saturday Salmons. How are you, mate? Good to see you in chat. And of course, yes, looking forward to this one, to seeing how this one all pans out. Of course, we've got a reserve in, and well, Aniki Reaper has put his hand up yet again, and we do thank him for that. And we will give him some airtime. Last time out, didn't give him too much. And, well, we've got Junior in the chat. Hello, good morning, he says. Good morning, Junior. Great to see you there. The session will start at 0, it says, and we are still at that screen, so we are just waiting a little bit. And, well, what a magnificent circuit this one is. Yes, Suzuka, Japan. And of course, you can just flick back the memory just a little bit. And of course, yes, absolutely stunning qualifying battles back in the day between Schumacher and Häkkinen. And of course, yes, Massa Kubica. Do you remember that, folks? Of course, Senna and Prost and Mansell. And holy moly, there's heaps of them. Heaps of awesome moments around this special circuit. And looking forward to this one. We've got Senior in the chat. Got Senior in the chat, and of course, well, Senior did his fatherly duties, of course. A big thank you to the Senior, it must be said. Woke up the Junior. Junior was, well, sucking on that pillow, mate, and Dad had to come to the rescue. And fantastic. Absolutely brilliant to see you in there, Senior. First to blink, who is that? It might be Aniki, I think it is. And there he is there. Yes, the man who I was just talking about had his debut last time out with us in the reserve livery. Of course, yes, Mr. Housey designed that bad boy. And of course, yes, Aniki Reaper out on circuit, of course. Nothing to get too excited. Quali just started. But of course, this one will go by pretty... Well, let's hope so, Senior. Well, let's hope so. That was the only thing. Otherwise, well, let's not... Yeah, let's just keep pushing on, of course. And, well, there you go. As Aniki fires himself up, of course. Just getting a bit of a cider. Not too sure what the weather's going to be doing out there, of course. It looks... Nat Hammer in chat, of course. Been away for, well, 10 days to be exact, said the Nat. Came back, had to do a... Exactly, Senior. Came back and had to do a few updates and hasn't had some practice, so looks like he'll be out there. And well, there you go. Yeah, practice on an Inter. Why not? Well, we'll go the esports route. Hey, Nat, why not, mate? As well, there you go. There you go. So Aniki just getting himself set, of course. And we're going to stay with this man. As I said, last time out, didn't give him too much airtime. And, well, we're not going to put him under the cosh. No time for chat. Absolutely there, Senior. As Aniki gets himself set, of course, down that start, finish, straight. Of course, turn 1, an absolute blinder. Full throttle in. Just slight lift and then on the brakes a little bit as he goes. There you go. Absolutely stunning. Very, very good from the Aniki. Now he's through the S's. And an absolutely brilliant part of the circuit through Dunlop Curve now, and as Degner's coming up, Degner 1, Degner 2, of course, he's through the S's. There he is there, and well, there is Dunlop Curve, of course, and well, there he goes there. I'm just getting a little bit ahead of myself, folks, and fantastic. There is Degner 1. Oh, he's a little bit loose. I'm not too sure if that's connection or not, but there you go, Degner 2, and he's coming up to the hairpin right about now is the young Anarchy, and let's just see how he fares. Great line through there, easy on the throttle as you like, and very, very good. Battery on, and away he goes, of course. And well, the famous spoon corner, absolutely brilliant to tip it through here, and it must be stunning to see in real life, folks. He's got a Jaguar out in front of him, and I'm sure he'll get out of the way. But here comes Anarchy. He's approaching the end of the second sector right about now. And, well, fantastic. Oh, the Jaguar's a little bit too far ahead, so I think he's going to continue on, and rightly so. And, well, there you go. Anarchy running very short on the battery. Let's just see what he's got, of course. We're going to bring him across the line, and why not? First time out, first one out. And he will be the one to set the first timed lap. Let's just go, Anarchy. What's he got? The first one. And it'll be bang, a 128.320. Very, very good from that man. There is the junior, and beats it with a 127.5, if you don't mind. Who am I picking up now? Salmon's out there, of course, and whereabouts is he? He's, well, there you go. He's approaching Spoon as we speak. We'll get rid of that, and we'll have a look at that Jaguar livery, of course. Yes, absolutely, they are on a wild card weekend, folks. It is a double points round for this team, and they're looking to maximise, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered. And they've all got to get the cars home, and, well, double points, double the risk, of course, folks, as, well, we have said in the past, and it is, well, there you go. There you go. You want the reward, you've got to have the risk at the same time. And here comes Salmons. What has he got? What has he got for his first time run? A 128.5. Not too bad at all from the Salmons. As, well, Middy's Mellor, there you go. Whack with a 127.1, if you don't mind. Where is the Batman? There he is there. Just purpling that second sector. Looking very good is the Monster Energy lad. And of course, as I speak of Monster Energy, well, they're on a wildcard weekend as well, folks. Double points for this lot. And, well, they all want to get the cars home as well. They're the only two teams with a full list. And, well, looking to, well, play that wildcard and play it very, very well, of course. And, well, let's just see how the Batman fares. That is a stunning livery, is the Monster one. And, well, there you go. Junior up there with the... well, Senior very impressed with Junior's time with a 127.5. Of course, Junior just entering the pit lane now. Of course, as we're bringing home the Batman, he's, well, at the casino now. Casino Triangle. And there you go. Oh, he's just invalidated. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me, and what would that have been? It would have been a 30.1. Now, would have put him roughly around about just behind Housey. So there you go, folks. There you go. Verk out there as well. The Group 1 Monster Energy driver. Double points. The whole team is. And, of course, let's just see what Verk has got, of course. Very good in race trim is the Verkster, and well, let's just see what he's got in quali spec. Of course, if he gets it, it's double points, meaning it'll be the pole position. Of course, if it is a Monster or a Jaguar, it will be 4 instead of the glorious 2. And Verk throws himself up in a P4 for his first time run with a 1:28.3. Fantastic from him. Is Batman going again? No, he is not. Of course, it was red just before that last lap began. So there you go, David out there on an outlap, and of course the Scotty a little bit further ahead than David, so he might just stay with the Scotty, of course. Doing fantastic things as always is the Scotty, of course. Mr. Consistent, just there and hovering there and bounce, doesn't he? He picks up those points, and that's exactly what he's got to do. And, well, doing his bit, of course. Yes, Team Renault missing Lukey Boy, missing Lukey Boy. They're missing Lukey Boy. They're Group 2. And, well, there you go. Unfortunate for them. And, of course, missing Brad Tay as well. Wonka missing JC, unfortunately. And, well, let's just see how Scotty fares, setting himself up nicely nicely, isn't he? Let's just see how he goes. Bang, on goes the battery, and away he goes. And we'll just stay with Scotty. Right on board with him, why not? Just see how he tackles turn 1 and 2. And it is fantastic these days. Oh, a little bit of a washout on the front end. He gathers it up quite nicely, doesn't he? And just entering the S section right about now. And just a slight touch of the grass. Not going to hinder him too much, but as you can see there, folks, it does take a while to clean up that front right. And there you go. Maybe just a little bit of a washout, of course. This is his first time run, so nothing to get too excited about. As I said, just getting his eye in. But nevertheless, good to see him out there and having a good old crack is the Scotty. Degner 2, there he is there, approaching the hairpin. Excuse me, and there you go, fantastic from the Renault Group 1 driver, having a stunning season. Of course, Group 2 champ from last season, this man, he is the stat man in the server. He does his thing along with Mr. Fury Strat, of course, but, well, fantastic from those two. But nevertheless, Scotty, here he is, of course, entering Spoon, exiting Spoon, there we go. He's going to keep that line nice and tight. Oh, he's drifted out a little bit, but very, very good. He could have probably pushed that a little bit more, but as I said, first timed run, nothing to get too excited about, but there you go, purpling that middle sector. Have a look at him go. Have a look at him go is the Scotty, of course. Here he goes, entering the chicane, and the last tricky part of the lap coming up right about now. The power is on, and away he goes, and let's just see what he's got in the bank. It is a 128.4, throws himself up in a P8 for his first time run. Not too bad. Where is the David? And there he is there, of course. David, well, there he is, and not too sure if he's on a lap. No, he's not. He's harvesting, so must have made a mistake on that flyer. As we see Batman exit the pit lane and out on circuit. A few boys out there as well, and looking forward to seeing how this one plays out, folks. I'm real excited to see how this wild card all works out. As well, David, there you go, 136. He's gone now. His fuel light is on, so this is going to be touch and go as he's gone real wide. And no, he's aborted that one. Red track map for him. And there you go, Batman out there on an outlap. Plenty of time for him. Plenty of time for the rest of them. 8 minutes and 40 seconds to be exact. Who is that? That is the middies. Just getting himself some track position, of course. And look at the gap he's got to that. Who is that? Is that Junior? It certainly is Junior out there. Track map is red, unfortunately, for Junior. Plenty of time to go back in, throw another set of softs on. Bit of a splash and dash towards the end and have a good old crack at it, of course. And, well, not too far off the middies is the Junior. Just 4/10. Well, 3.5 to be exact. And, well, there you go. There is Scotty making his way back to the pit lane. There is the Bopton. Great to see the Bopton out on circuit, of course, and well, has had well, work commitments of late, and looking for a good result. Double points round for this man. Group 4 champ of last season, and well, there you go. As well, Senior just asking Junior, how many penalties are you planning this season? Well, this race, mate. He's like, I'm saying 6 seconds. Well, the old man's got the confidence in his in the young fella. And, well, Junior says, maybe in my mood, maybe 9 if he's feeling like it. Well, well, Junior, come on, mate. It is that doubles up. No, it doesn't, of course. He is a golf racing driver, is the Junior. And no wildcard in play for them this weekend, Senior. They chose not to use it, of course. The two teams left with their wildcard in play, Renault and, of course, Golf Racing. But the ones that are using it tonight, of course, as I did touch on, is Monster Energy. We are watching one of them, the Bopton, the Group 4 champ from last season, the Bopton, and just wants to get a decent time on the board. Currently set at 129.4, looking to beat that at the moment. Let's just see what he got in his kitty. Whoa, he's just lost the rear end, and rightly so. Just duck that in the pit lane, Bop, and you'll be sweet. There you go. Unfortunate for him, but there you go. Well, probably timing, and there you go. Absolutely brilliant. As well, Junior saying, no more pens, please. Yes, last year. Well, there you go, Junior. Absolutely. And, well, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, of course. Keep it in those white lines, and you'll be sweet when that checkered flag falls. Where is the Batman? Yet to set a time. Just coming through, and he's gone a little bit deep. It's going to cost him some time, the Batman. As Middies goes quicker with a 126.9. The Batman gets a time on the board. Yes, he does. P13 with a 130.0. Plenty of time to go back to the pit lane. and have another real good crack at it, I guess, excuse me, as we'll flick up to Anarchy Reaper, who's just set another belter with a 128.1. Fantastic from this guy, as he just improves week in, week out, of course. The understudy is what we're going to call him. Absolutely, and well, fantastic to see him doing his thing. And well, P4, not too shabby at all. Vert, there he is there, entering the pit lane. Mr. Fury Strat in the pit. There he is there, Scotty. And not too sure what is going on there. Scotty just starting a lap. He certainly is. He's bringing the neck of that Renault. And have a look at him go. Oh, he's just got all loosey-goosey. Going into Dunlop, and he's on the raggedy edge. He's Scotty, isn't he? Absolutely sending it. Let's just see what he's like, and it's cost him time. It's absolutely cost him time. He wouldn't be happy with that first sector, I dare say. But there is plenty of time, folks. 5 minutes left on this clock. 5 minutes left on this clock. So it's up to Scotty. They're doing 1 minute 30s roughly. There you go, folks. You can see on the timing screen. But there you go. He's still got to get back to the pit lane, have an outlap, and have a crack. Is he going to set this one or abort it? It is up to Scotty. It is his call. We're going to keep an eye on it. We'll have a look at his split at the second sector. We'll stay with this man because he's sitting in P9 and not where he wants to be at the moment. Excuse me, but his race trim is very good, is Scotty. But there you go. Yeah, there you go. He's out. He's down. He is down, and he's not too sure if he's going to set this lap. There's not much time left in this session. We'll flick up to Salmons. Salmons out on circuit, entering Spoon right now. This man's sitting P5, the highest of the Jaguar boys. They're on a double points round. And, well, they want the most out of this weekend, as do the Monster Energy boys. And, well, fantastic, fantastic. As Middies goes Junior, there you go, mate. See if you can beat that. A 126.996. And fantastic from the Middies. As I dare say, Salmon's in the pit lane. They're all going to get ready. They are all getting ready for a bit of a splash and a dash here. Nat Hammer says, no, I'm going to have a crack at this. I am going to have a crack at this. He's got a full battery, and in the pit lane he goes. As where is Jazz Blues Cat? There he is there, currently sitting P15. I dare say, what's he doing out there? He's going to set another time. He's running out of fuel, is the Jazz. Probably just enough time to get to the pit lane if he's quick enough. Throw on a set and quickly get back out there. But Liam jumps back out on circuit. There he is there, making another appearance. As, well, 3 minutes left, folks. 3 minutes left. As Senior in the chat, throwing his support behind the Verk. Of course, last year's champ. Come on, mate, you got this. He's yelling out to Verks. And, well, Verks, well, there you go. He's well, currently in the pit lane, and not too sure if he's got the stream on there, Senior, but I dare say you'd appreciate that, mate, of course. Well, it's a bit funny, you cheering on someone else other than your son, but nevertheless, I'm used to that anyway. We need that 2-3-way battle. We absolutely do. But it's still, well, it's not over yet. It's only quali. It's only quali, and anything can happen during the races. We're currently watching Junior tackle the S's. Oh, he's very loose. Through Dunlop he goes. Degner 1 approaching, and well, I tell you what, loosey-goosey. Purple's the first sector. Junior is on it. Oh, he's gone wide. He's done it. That's it. He's has to abort it. He was absolutely on it, was Junior. And unfortunate from that man. 2 minutes to go. Is he going to save his tyres? I dare say he should save his tyres. Just putt around. There's plenty of time for him to set another lap. Bopton out there on circuit. I dare say this will be one of his last time runs. He's harvesting. He's going to set himself up for this last flying lap now, is the Bopton. So, well, there you go. With Junior on a red track map, it is Bopton out there. The first car on a timed run in this final part of qualifying, of course. 2 minutes remaining, folks. 2 minutes remaining as Senior feels a little let down. Well, the puff's gone out of his sails. But nevertheless, Senior, the race is around the corner, and you never know. As we're currently watching the Group 4 champ and the Group 4 Monster Energy driver, of course, yes, Mr. Bopton. P11 from that man at the moment, and having a very good session, as I must say so myself. And let's just see how he fares as the Wonka driver gets out of the way. We do appreciate that. Thank you very much. And that might have been the Housey, I dare say. As well, fantastic from that man. As well, what's to be expected, of course, and well, that's to be expected, absolutely. How's he showing the way as he always does? But fantastic. Here comes Bopton entering Spoon now, and well, looks like a very tidy lap from the Boptoonie on the raggedy edge. He keeps it within those. Well, this is what we like to see. Of course, the Group 4 champ from last season has fired right up. What's he got? Is he up? He certainly is up. Nearly half a second. Oh, Bopton sending it. He's sending it big time. And here he goes through the last chicane. What's he got? Come on, the Bop. Here he goes. The Group 4 from last season in quali. Can he get it up in the top 10? I reckon he can. I reckon he can. He can. P10, 28.9, fantastic lap from the Bopton. There is Fury out on circuit, currently up on his previous best, nearly 2/10 on that first sector. We'll leave him alone. Verk out there, and Verk is flying. Verk is flying, folks. He's 7/10 up, if that's to be believed. He's on an absolute belter. He might have heard you, Senior. He might have absolutely heard you. Let's just see what Verk's got. Yeah. At 27.5. P3, great lap from the Verk. As well, there you go. Absolutely brilliant. As collision with who? I just missed that. We'll worry about that in a minute. Someone has just got a 5-place grid penalty. Not too sure who that was. Aniki Reaper out on circuit, currently up on his previous best and doing his thing. Who else is out there? Salmons is out there in the first sector. Look at the gaggle of cars on laps. Scotty, where is he? There he is there. Red track map for Scotty, and that is not what the doctor ordered. Where is the Bender in the first sector? Housey in the second sector. Currently up. We'll stay with the Housey. Well, where is Batman actually? Batman crosses the line. P11. 1 minute 29.0 from that man. But Housey, there he is there in P14. He's got Scotty for company just ahead, and on goes the battery right about now, and Housey is sending it. He's absolutely sending it. Not too much practice from the Housey around this circuit tonight, of course, and well, was meant to be away with the family, but unfortunately plans have changed. And Housey, there we go. That was a bit of a glitchy thing, and I got excited. Is he going to beat his previous best of a 129.5? He certainly is. A 129.465. Throws himself, stays P14. Bender, is he going to improve? No, he's not. He certainly is not. Where is Junior? Red track map. Verk out there again. He's not going to improve. Aniki Reaper, no, he is not. And I think that is qualifying, folks. Done and dusted. Bender is certainly out of it. David, is he sending it? He certainly is not. So I think the procession is it. And, well, thank you very, very much, Senior. The voice is back, mate. The voice is back. And, well, there you go. As we say a big good morning to Mr. Wabstappen, as always. And, well, great to see him in the chat, showing his support, as always. Housey, P14. Aniki Reaper, P6. Very good from him. As, well, there you go. We'll get to these timing screens in a moment. As, well, Senior is... That's the weekly. He's got to dip his hand in his... We'll put his hand in his pocket. As, we'll do this for middies, because that is another pole position.
Yes, it's pole position. Yes.
Oh, interesting. Did you see that, folks? Middy's 5-place grid penalty collision with Bopton, and not too sure what the hell what happened there. But there you go. The game has given Middy's a 5-place grid penalty, and well, there you go. Senior is back, and well, Senior, all the more reason to dip your hand in your pocket, mate. It is a weekly occurrence. He's looking for a handout. How about you put your hand in? And, well, there you go. There you go. Why not, mate? Why not? As, well, bit overcast, folks. Bit overcast. Not too sure what the weather is doing. No one has let us know. And it's actually not a bad thing. It gives us something to look forward to, but it definitely looks overcast, folks. As, yes, Middies P6. Middies P6. As Junior will start this race on pole position. He certainly will. And there you go. So, well, not too sure what happened at the end of qualifying there, but Middies and Bopton apparently coming together. And, well, the game slapped Middies with a 5-place grid penalty. And there you go. There you go. as Senior's scratching his head, as, well, we all kind of were when that happened. Not too sure what happened. Let me just quickly check the Discord. No, everything seems to be fine, Middies. It's all good. There you go. There you go. I think it was just them two tripping over each other, and all good. The game slapped Middies, and well, there you go. I think it's play on, mate. Play on. So they've just had a bit of a chat about it, and all good. Very amicably from those two in the server. Fantastic from the Middies and the Bopton, as usual. As we wait for these boys to load in, and well, Senior, the voice holding up this week, as we made a bit of a change to the repertoire. We're not going to tell you on stream what we did, but nevertheless, it's all good, mate. As we push on. Well, Junior expecting Middies to come through at a rapid rate of knots, according to that chat. And going to be sick behind at the front. Here we go, folks. As the beeps just happened in my ear. And we'll bring up some detail for everybody at home to see what tyres they're on. And there you go. Absolutely. As, well, most of them on the medium. Liam Ramsell Jr. out there on P1 Junior. And he'll be loving that on the medium. Representing the golf racing team. Fantastic from him. There is Ferk in P2 on a double points round. And that's what he wants. And Fury up there in P3. Bang! Well, we missed Fury's lap. I do apologise, Fury. And, well, fantastic. Fury up in P3. Look at him go. I'll tell you what, 2, 3, and 4. They're all on double points. The Jaguars, the Monsters, and Z finds himself in P4. Aniki Reaper, P5. Great quali from that man as Middies, after that grid penalty, finds himself in P6. A little bit of work to do, but he won't mind that. The Middies, Mala Willie, as the Greek god, as the house he calls him. Yes, Salmons in P7. Great showing from the Salmons of late. And let's just bring this one home, mate. You've got this one in the bag. Starting at a very good position in P7. Nat Hammer, P8. There he is there, of course, the Golf Group 2. And very good quali as Scotty finds himself in P9. And, well, he's got Bopton for company in P10. Great quali from the Bopton. And, well, there you go. Double points for him as well. Double points for the Batman. And in P11, if you don't mind. And, of course, the Striker. Well, there he is there. The Striker looking for a good result. Of course, double points for him as well. There is the Bender in P13. A little bit out of position. But I dare say he'll come good as this one goes on. Housey as well in P14. Very good from that Jazz. P15 Jazz, let's go, boy. And awesome. As he will slowly start climbing this top. Spit it out, son. Timing tree as, well, this season goes on, and loving his progress. And David rounding out this one on a double points round in P16 for himself. Flick back up to the top and look at the angle of these two at the front. Verk and Junior will get these to the position changes because we want to see that when that all comes up. We'll get rid of that and we'll wait for these 5 red lights, folks. Here we go, folks. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights. We've got 5 red lights. Oh, they're holding the lights around, and we are go. Great launch there from Junior. What's Berg doing? He's gone the outside. They've all got to get through turn 1 unscathed. So far, so good. Junior slots up into P1, Vert P2, Fury P3, as you were. Middies up into P4 already. Great start from that man, and we'll have a look at that. Middies up 2, Z down 1, Nat up 2. Great start from Nat. Of course, Aniki Reaper down 2 as well. And there is the Salmons in P8, of course. Very, very good opening first few sequence of corners. Absolutely to be expected from this lot. They do it week in, week out. How's he as you were? And just running a little bit wide there. He's got Jazz Bluescat for company. And have a look at Jazz fire up. Absolutely brilliant as he runs a little bit wide. He's got David for company. And David says, thank you very, very much, as we'll flick back up to the top because Junior is stretching his legs. He's got Verk behind him, and we'll flick to the tyres for everybody at home. And there you go. You can see them all, well, virtually the whole field. Excuse me, except for Striker, Housey and David, all on the medium and doing a fantastic job, if I must say so myself. Junior has already broken the Ducks back out of that DRS. Verk knows it. He wants to get back in it, and have a look at him try hunt it. And I think he's just going to be out of it. He's in it, he's in it, he's in it, and he's in it. He certainly is, bang. Excuse me, Verk will have the DRS on this lap. Oh no, it's not enabled. No, it's not. It is certainly not. And I'm getting well ahead of myself. And, well, fantastic, as Mitty's trying to make his way through the field right behind Mr. Fury Stratton. Fury doing a great job just blocking his wall, of course. And, well, fantastic from the Fury as Mitty's tries to go through the inside. There's just nowhere to pass through here. Mitty's has to be patient. And, well, through Dunlop curve now. The Degners coming up. And, well, there you go. Absolutely stunning from this lot. Look at the top five. Z is there as well, and Z has latched onto it. And have a look at him go. Of course, the longer the guys in front battle, it brings him into play. And I'll tell you what, Nat will be loving this as well. Let's have a look at Anarchy. He's starting to line up a bit of Nat Hammer here. And we're seeing a change for position in the background. Batman and Salmons. Salmons dropped down to P10. Not too sure if he's got a little bit of an issue, but Batman just picked him off, and away he goes up into P9. Fantastic, as we'll flick up to Middies because he's still having a hunt behind Mr. Fury Strat just through Spoon now, and on the exit, on the run up to the beginning of the third sector. And have a look at the exits. Fury's got absolutely stunning. Not much Middies can do about that right about now. Lap 2 of 27, folks. And, well, there you go. As the strategies come up, the game reckons it is a two-stopper, of course. And you can see that mixed strategy on your screen below as they just disappear. And, well, Middies looking very, very racy. There you go. Let's just have a look. Rear wing wide open, and well, Fury's out of it. Middy's in it. I think Fury's spending a little bit of battery, and rightly so. Is Middy's going to have him? No, he's not. Fury's defended that absolutely brilliantly as we see Nat Hammer take Anarchy Reaper into turn 1. What a move! What a move! And Nat Hammer finds himself up in a P6. Anarchy Reaper having a good look, and we'll tell you what, he's not done yet. He is not done yet, is Anarchy, as we'll flick back down to Batman because he's latched onto Scotty. I'll tell you what, Batman needs some clean air, doesn't he? He needs some clean air. He's just got some pace about him at the moment. At this part of the Grand Prix, we'll flick down to Bender, already up in a P11. He started 13th, I do believe. How's he up one as well? So Bender has come alive. He's looking at the back of Salmons, and well, Salmons just hanging on the back of Batman at the moment. And that's exactly what he wants to do, because Batman, it looks like he's absolutely wringing the neck of it. Batman gone wide. Salmons going to make a move. Look at the exit, and there you go. Batman holds that position. Great racing, boys, as well, Salmons holds that P10, but I tell you what, Bender will be licking his lips, and well, maybe you can see a couple of positions in his future, of course, as we'll flick up to Anarchy, and he's still behind Nat Hammer, but where it's juicy is the Middies and Furious. Middies goes a little bit shallow, and there you go. Is he going to get him under brakes? He is not. Fury doing a great job, an absolute stunning job. He's in DRS. They're all in DRS. Look at this top 4 battle. Wow, unbelievable. A second separates them. And there you go. Fury sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix at 1 minute 31.135, if you don't mind. Junior gets overtaken into turn 1 by the Verk. And well, there you go. Verk will be punching the air. Verk doing his thing for his team on double points. Of course, if it finishes like this, well, just for this race, Verk will clock up a 50. He'll clock up half a ton. Unbelievable. Unbelievable on lap 4 of 27 as Junior's just trying to hang on. You want to be careful because Fury senses blood. Fury's on one. Fury's absolutely on one, I know. Whoa, he's gone deep. He's gone mega deep. He's made a mistake. He's made a mistake, and can he hold that position? Oh, here comes Middies. Middies is going to take him. Fury will have the inside line. And there you go. Fury does have the inside line. He will hold that spot. Very lucky. Very lucky to hold that is the Fury, and he's doing his absolute best, but he's dropped out of DRS, and that is going to cost him big time, of course. And have a look at Middies on the inside, and well, there you go. He had enough of waiting, and he sent it, and he absolutely sent it. And Mitty says, see you later, Fury. I've got to get after him. I've got to get after him. And away he goes, but Fury's not done yet. Fury's not done yet. He's going to take him into 130R. He's going to take him just before 130R. And fantastic driving from the Fury, back up into P3. And, well, this battle is enthralling. I'll tell you what, if this keeps on, my voice will go by the end of it. But nevertheless, absolutely brilliant by these two, and I'm loving it. Keep it up, boys. As, well, Mitty's looking for a good slipstream. Is he going to send it into turn one? Oh, they're going to be careful. They've slightly touched. Oh, they've touched again. As Mitty's has got damage. Mitty's has got damage. He's put his nose where it wasn't wanted, and there you go. That's the price you pay. He's missing a left-hand side end plate. Mitty's is going to be hurting. Fury's going to be loving it. Absolutely. Because he can absolutely start to get away from him, and Mitty's is going to fall into the clutches of Z. Z is absolutely sending it, and Mitty's with front wing damage. That is not going to help him one iota. Lap 5 of 27. Is he going to persevere? I dare say he might. Just too early to get rid of that medium at the moment, isn't it, folks? As we'll flick down to Salmons, because Salmons finds himself in P9. Having a good look at Scotty at the moment. He's fired up again, has the Salmons. Not too sure what happened with that little bit of a between lap 2 and lap 3 or 4. But it looks like he's come good. Come back up into P9, and well, he's hanging onto the back of Scotty. Of course, doing a fantastic job as Junior still hanging on to the back of Verk. 7/10 of a second. Bopton, where is he? He's in P13. Now he's caught the back of Housey and doing a fantastic job. He's got Striker for company and David there as well. And, well, these two boys on the hard compound, their race will come to them a little bit later on. Excuse me, as this one fires up, as, well, Jazz just doing his thing. Junior just dropped out of that 1 second. And let's just see how this one pans out. Excuse me. Excuse me, folks. Well, I just had to get a swig of water as, excuse me, there is Mitty's Mella. Still having a good look at Fury, but does have that. You can see it for yourself there, folks. Look at him just struggling. He's all right around a left-hander, but he's struggling around a right-hander. And, well, there you go. There you go. Anarchy Reaper still behind that hammer. And, well, this gap has not changed all Grand Prix. These two have been nose to stern all race. And, well, there you go. 6th and 7th, respectively. And, well, Salmon's doing his thing as well. Still right behind Scotty. Bopton has really caught the back of House. He's now within 9/10 of a second is the Bopton and doing his thing. Have a look at those Jaguar boys. They sense blood. They can see him. They're all on double points round. And well, I'll tell you what, those Jaguar boys looking very good at the back. Working absolutely brilliantly as a team. And let's just hope their race will come out the way they like, of course, as, well, Salmon's still half a second behind Scotty, and, well, Anarchy Reaper still 6/10, but I think Mitty's is real close now. He's just suffering too much, I think. He's suffering way too much. It is phenomenal. He can keep on the back of Mr. Fury Strat with a broken front wing, but he's doing it, and there you go. Look at the pain. As, let's just see how this one pans out. I dare say Mitty's might get him. He might get him into turn 1 as Fury's goes defensive. And there you go. Fury's goes real defensive as Mitty's takes him into turn 1. But, well, it's going to hurt Fury through here because Fury should be quicker with a full complement of a front wing. And, well, there you go. Mitty's, well, he's doing a fantastic job, isn't he, folks? He certainly is, as, well, Fury in P3. Nevertheless, a good haul, and that's what Fury wants. He's up in the top 3 and doing a fantastic job. Let's not count out Z either, because, well, Z of late was on the podium at last time out, of course, and had a fantastic race with the Z, and has just been doing his thing as the, well, as the season comes on. Excuse me, folks. Dear me, don't you hate that when you drop the keyboard and you hit a few buttons and the screen all changes up on you. Nevertheless, Fury is still there, isn't he? And, well, there you go. Mitty's just getting that job done. In P3 is the Fury. Mitty's up there in P2. And, well, Junior has boxed. And he's come out down there in P15. Wowee, that is a huge drop from the junior, of course, and well, the field is so bunched up. Well, that was bound to happen as, well, there you go, Middies there in P2. Fury right behind still as Aniki Reaper is still having a good look at Nat, who is doing a phenomenal job to keep this man behind him for so many laps, of course. And, well, I'll tell you what, Nat just using the track to his advantage, using his battery wisely is the Nat. Maybe getting prepared for next season, who knows. Oh, but there you go, Aniki quick into turn 2, caught him out a little bit, and just releases Nat a little bit further up the road. Salmon's in P8, still latching onto the back of Scotty, and not a bad place to be because Scotty is consistent, and if you can hang with him, you can sort of bring your way up to the front of the field, of course, and, well, fantastic stuff as, well, Striker there in P13. And, well, he's got Junior right behind him, and Junior just got to be patient, of course, and that's the thing. He boxed early, did the Junior. He's come out in traffic, and there's just nowhere to pass, but he wants a good exit through Degner too, and get him through the hairpin. That's what Junior wants. Excuse me, Striker goes defensive, he takes the inside line, and Junior goes right around him and says, don't mind if I do. Of course, that is not Striker's fight. Striker knows this and just says, you know what, I'm not going to cost myself too much time as... Well, there you go, Senior. Well, you might have to get in his ear, Senior, of course. And, well, there you go. Very, very good spot there too, mate, of course. And why wouldn't you spot it? Saying that Junior has been pitting very early of late. And let's just have a look at what's happening. And it's not working for him. But have a look at this. We're looking at Nat Hammer, Aniki Reaper, Scotty, and Salmons. What a great mid-pack battle as, well, this one's fired up and that could be the cork in the bottle. I'll tell you what, Aniki will want to get his skates on because he's going to get swamped in a minute as, well, here comes Scotty and a very, very good driver. Aniki looking for all sorts of way past. But I'll tell you what, Nat is a wisely old fox and he ain't going to fall for those tricks too easily. Well, I mean, we'll leave that one to you, your parenting skills, mate. Absolutely brilliant from you there, Senior. But nevertheless, a fantastic mid-pack battle here. Salmons, Scotty, Aniki, and Nat Hammer. Oh, Aniki just going in a little bit deep. They kissed, and it's opened up the door for Scotty. Scotty's having a good look. And I'll tell you what, this has come a four-way battle. We're going to keep an eye on that timing screen, but this is where we're going to be. This is where we're supposed to be. Have a look at this. Look at what Scotty's looking at. You can see Aniki, and he's just hanging onto the rear wing, and there you go. Salmon's doing his absolute darndest to get by Scotty as well. Fantastic four-way battle here, folks. And, well, absolutely don't... Well, Senior pleading his case. I am not the judge. Oh, as Aniki gets all loosey-goosey. He's been passed by Scotty. He's been passed by Salmons. And in a matter of quarters, he's gone from 6th to 8th. And there you go. Scotty up in a P6. Junior setting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 1 minute 30.985 at the moment. But albeit down in 9th place is the Junior. There he is there. He's got some clean air, but that coming out of the pit lane in traffic must have hurt. It's going to hurt him big time as we'll flick back up to the top because Fury is still hanging on to Middies, who's got a broken front wing. And, well, he's doing his absolute best. And, well, Fury just hasn't got enough to get by him at this stage. But I'll tell you what, we're coming up to pit stop territory, folks. We're coming up to pit stop territory. It'll be interesting to see which way these boys go. Looks like it's going to be a one-stopper, a medium hard by the look of things. And we'll just ignore what the graphic gave. The game graphic gave said it was a two-stop race. But of course, by the look of these laps going around now, lap 10 at the moment, lap 11 approaching. Excuse me, I dare say it will be a one-stopper. Scotty has latched onto the back of Nat Hammer. Nat Hammer doing a fantastic job this Grand Prix. In P5, it must be said. And for a guy who hasn't had much practice, as this one goes on, he's getting better and better. I tell you what, it's like riding a bike, Nat. And, well, there you go. P5 at the moment from that man. Scotty P6. Have a look at Salmons and Aniki Reaper. Well, this battle has fired up, and who's about to approach it? Look who's coming. It is Junior. Junior can see them. There they are. They're entering the chicane. Junior is approaching this battle a couple cars. I'll tell you what, it is coming close. Verk enters the pit lane. Verk has got rid of that set of mediums. Verk is two-stopping. Verk is two-stopping. And there you go. He's put on another set of mediums. He's coming out in P10 at the moment. It could be a P11. But there you go. Very interesting strategy from these boys. Scotty, there he is there. He's been passed by Salmons. Not too sure if he's made a mistake or not, but Salmons finds himself up in a P5 and bang, that's what he wants. He can get after Nat Hammer again, and I'll tell you what, he's come alive as the Salmons. Very, very good from this man. I'm loving it, Salmons. Keep pushing, mate. Keep pushing as, Anarchy right behind Scotty now. And Junior slowly hunting. He's hunting, yeah, Junior definitely going for a two-stopper senior as Jazz puts on a soft. Not too sure if that was a Jeff moment, but there you go, puts on a soft. Bopton in the pit lane as well, and there you go, getting rid of that medium. So there you go, folks, pit stops are starting to happen. The list is starting to get all shaken up, and this is a very important part of the Grand Prix as Junior gets around the outside of Anarchy. What a move, and well, fantastic from him as he can set his sights on Scotty as Junior is sweating it out. Look at him go, look at him push, and we'll have a look at him. He doesn't want to get off the podium, does Junior. He's got a lot of work to do. Of course, already made one pit stop, currently P7. 0.6 of a second behind Scotty, yet to stop, of course. And look at the top six, all yet to stop. Middies currently leads this one from Fury by 0.8 of a second. Broken front wing. It'll be interesting to see if he gets that all fixed up during the round of pit stops. But you're going to see the timing screens all change up, folks. Yes, it is approaching. Have a look at the state of those tyres. And well, there you go. Middies is absolutely setting it. It's amazing to think that he can hold that and do that pace, that kind of a broken front wing, especially around a circuit like this where it is very twisty-turvy. Of course, flowing corners, lefts and rights, the S's, and high speed, high loads, everything, all that stuff. And he's doing a phenomenal job at the moment as Fury getting really, really close. As we'll flick down to Salmons because I'll tell you what, looking very good is the Salmons. He's got to tell you what, Junior's coming. Junior is coming. Is he going to make it? Salmons holds the inside. Junior's gone deep. And he's touched the grass under braking, and that is not good. And, well, there you go. Just lost the car. And, well, there you go. Verk says, don't mind if I do. And Verk gets by him. Absolutely he does. And Verk will be smiling. He'll absolutely be smiling because these two don't mind a little bit of banter in the Discord. And, well, fantastic. But, yeah, Junior, bit of a mistake there. And it's made him pay big time. Big time. He's already made his stop, of course. And he will be looking to stop again. Verk will be too, but he's on that quicker rubber. He's come out behind Salmons, and have a look what Salmons is looking at. Of course, Nat Hammer just ahead of him. The two leaders, Middies and Fury, in the pit lane. Oh, no. Oh, dearie me. Who was that? That was Verk. He touched Salmons. He spun Salmons. Oh, dearie me. Salmons in the pit lane. And that is going to hurt. It is a double points, but double the penalties for those boys. And, well, there you go, folks. Unfortunate. We'll just wait and see if there's a report. But nevertheless, it could be a racing incident, but I highly doubt it. We're not going to commentate on that at the moment, as Junior is, well, have a look at Verk. The meat between the golf racing sandwich and, well, Verk, there he is there, of course. Junior right behind, and Nat Hammer doing his absolute darndest for the team. As, well, there you go, a slight touch from Junior to Verk. And they want to be careful, and, well, Verk has got to get this job done. He certainly is. Around the outside of Nat, Junior follows him, and this is not done. This is not done at all, of course. And, well, these two are going to battle it out. Bender with a 3-second time penalty for track limits. As, well, there you go. Oh, Broken Reptile, Discord. You were in the Discord, mate, but you were completely ignoring messages. And you're out of the Discord. So, mate, I don't know what to say. Anyway, we'll talk about that on stream. But there you go. Fury in P7. And, well, there you go. Doing a great job. Middies Mella, P6. Did he get that front wing all fixed up? No, he did not. And, well, there you go. And, well, He's going to persevere with a broken front wing is the middies. Junior up there in P2, 3/10 behind Mr. Verk, who is currently sitting at P1. Change for position. Well, there you go. Striker, Fury. Striker just getting out of the way, letting his teammate through, and there you go. Fury up into P6, and Fury looking very, very good at the moment. I'll tell you what, just got to keep it clean and bring it to the flag and see how this one pans out for him. But so far, he's sitting really, really good. Of course, Housey up there in P4, yet to stop. Nat Hammer, P3, yet to stop. Striker, yet to stop. David, yet to stop. And as far as the grid is concerned, the rest have, excuse me. And, well, there you go. There you go. So, we'll flick further down the field because, well, Batman finds himself in P13. And, well, just boys lonesome a little bit after that pit stop. Excuse me, there are guys ahead of him that will stop. He will gain some spots, and well, that will be good for his points tally, of course. Anarchy Reaper in P11. We are seeing a change for position out on circuit. That is Z and David. Z going around the outside of David. What a move! And finds himself up in a P8. Anarchy Reaper has latched on the back of Scotty. I'll tell you what, these two have been at it all Grand Prix. If it wasn't Nat, it was Scotty. And, well, there you go. Anarchy doing his absolute darndest. Bender in P12 having a good Grand Prix at the moment. And just wants to keep those penalties in check. And absolutely he is. Absolutely he will. The tyre whisperer, Mr. Housey. Well, there he is there. He's got Middies. This is, well, Housey just getting out of the way. Middies has got Fury right up his clacker. And, well, not much Housey can do about that one. Unfortunately, Housey drops down to 6th. Middies up in a 4th, Fury 5th, and finds himself in between two Wonkers, of course, and looking very, very, very good for the Fury, of course, and Striker up there as well, must be said. David doing a solid job. Their race will come to them, of course, as I did say early doors. They started on the hard compound. They started well at the back, and, well, doing a great job at the moment. Fantastic from those guys, as, well, Junior and Verk still there, 0.4 of a second, and fantastic seesawing battle from those two. Nat Hammer hanging on at the moment. Has he got a puncher? Nat Hammer's got a puncher! Nat Hammer's got a puncher! His front left is done! His front left is done! It has absolutely done! And there you go. Nat was just got to get that to the, well, he's got to get that to the pit lane. Middies will catch him hand over fist. I'll tell you what, Nat has got a puncher. He certainly has. It's the left front. The left front is gone. And he's still sending it. He's like, oh, well, let's go. Let's take the risk and have a look at it. Have a look. We'll get rid of that. There you go, folks. The left front is done. As, well, Nat Hammer trying to get back to the pit lane on 15 lap bolt mediums. There you go, folks. If you're wondering where the limit is, that is it. Nat Hammer finding himself with a front left puncher in the pit lane. He goes, and that has cost him a bucket load of time. Unfortunate for Nat. Took a risk, and, well, there you go. Unfortunate, didn't pay off. Junior slots up into P2, Middies P3, and the top 4 seem to have settled down a little bit. I'll tell you what, look at the top 2. They have stretched their legs in that middle stint. Absolutely. Well, I mean, yeah, he may do, senior, may do, mate. But nevertheless, absolutely loving it. Well, we call it a Cadbury down in this part of the world, and well, we know who named that one. Of course, that would be the Housey, calling it Wonka. But nevertheless, we push on. As Fury putting all sorts of pressure on Middies Mellor at the moment. Housey just dropped off a little bit, yet to stop. Of course, Zia is on the hunt as well, starting to catch and have a look at this battle. Absolutely fantastic. Striker has come alive. He's put on that medium compound down in P14. He's got his teammate for company, and I'll tell you what, those boys are going to work together very, very well, of course. And there they are there, the two Jaguar boys, Salmons and Striker. Salmons, after his pit stop, come out in P13, and I tell you what, he will make his way up through that field. He's just got to be patient. We're on lap 16 of 27. I tell you what, folks, this one's gone by pretty bloody quickly. As we have a look at Anarchy Reaper having a good look at Scotty, and Scotty having a good look at David. David out of position. Of course, David yet to stop. David yet to stop, and Scotty senses blood. I think he's going to take him. He certainly is going to take him before 130R. And well, is Anarchy following in suit? No, he is not. Anarchy has to tuck in, and that is a bit of a sigh of relief there for Scotty. But David is not done yet. He just has to tuck in. But I'll tell you what, Scotty has just put some distance between himself and Anarchy, and he'd be loving that. Absolutely strategic as David peels off in the pit lane. And there you go. Thank you very much, says Scotty. And I think that might have just broken, well, very close to the the 1 second range. And, well, very, very close, not quite. And there you go, absolutely stunning. Fury all over Middies, and this is going to go to the end. I wonder if Fury is absolutely biding his time because he seems to have the pace. Middy's nursing a broken front wing. The left-hand side end plate is missing. That happened early doors. And, well, there you go. There you go. So we'll flick back down to Anarchy because he's starting to catch up to the back of Scotty yet again. These two, oh, as I did touch on, if it wasn't Nat, it was Scotty. Currently 6th and 7th, respectively, as Bender finds himself up in 8th and doing a fantastic job. Bender, the Energizer Bunny, keeping on. And he knows he's a wily old fox is the Bender as well. He knows that if he just sets consistent laps, he can find himself making his way through the field. Of course, that 3 seconds is not going to help. But of course, Nat Hammer currently 2.6 seconds behind him. Anarchy Reap 0.3 of a second now behind Scotty as, well, Verk stretches his leg. Junior boxed. Junior has boxed and he's come out in P5 on a fresh set of hard compounds. And, well, he can set his sights on Verk yet again. But I'll tell you what, he's got a mountain to climb. I don't think this might work out for him in the end. But Verk needs to stop again. Let's just not forget that. We'll go to the, gap to the leader, and there you go. You can absolutely see it now. 20 seconds, 21 seconds now is the gap from himself to Verk. And it's roughly 22 seconds around here to, of course, do the pit stop. So Junior looking not too bad. If Verk's got to stop, he's going to have to stop soon. But nevertheless, he might be doing a medium soft, could the Verk, and really throw a spanner in the works. Middies, has Fury made a mistake? Fury must have made a mistake. He certainly has. He's drifted well off the back of Middies. And there you go. He's now 4 seconds adrift. He's opened up the door for Z. And there is Z in P4 and Junior in P5. Not too sure what happened to Fury, but in the last couple of corners, he's gone from 0.3 to 4 seconds. And, well, there you go. There you go. Anarchy Reaper, 0.2 of a second now. He's right up Scotty's clacker through the hairpin. And, well, Scotty just making his car as wide as possible. And this is a fantastic battle, folks. One to sort of stick with and have a good keep an eye on it throughout this Grand Prix. As we'll might as well flick down to Salmons as well, because Salmons and whoa, have a look at this. Batman, Salmons, Striker, and the Housey have all latched onto each other, and this is a great battle, an absolute great battle. Salmons fancies himself around here, and I think he fancies himself to pass Batman, but nevertheless, just bite your lips as we're on lap 19, approaching lap 20 of 27. And, well, there you go. Fastest lap of the Grand Prix set by Liam. 1 minute 30.127 as, well, there you go. There is Junior, and he's wringing the neck out of that Golf livery. He certainly is. As Anarchy's still behind Scotty, and, well, Nat Hammer is slowly creeping his way up towards Bender, and, well, this one is heating up. Salmons finally gets by the Batman. He certainly does on that start-finish straight, and, well, he can set his sights on Nat Hammer. Great race from the Salmons. I'm liking what he's doing. I'm really liking what he's doing, and he's found his form of late. Good stuff, Salmons. Very, very good to see. Nat Hammer is starting to creep on Bender a little bit. Have a look at Bender starting to struggle. And, well, it is 10-lap-old hards versus 3-lap-old hards. Nat should be quicker. He's the quicker driver, of course, of Group 2. And, well, there you go. Nat, whoa, he's a bit loosey-goosey. Bender sending it. Absolutely sending it. And I think this is the gap. Well, apart from the guys here, of course, Striker and Housey, of course, and well, let's not forget Mr. Batman, who's just been overtaken by Salmons, but I think Striker senses it as well. I think Salmons is trying to convince his teammate, come on, mate, let's go. And Striker is putting all sorts of pressure on Salmons as, well, Housey's just latching onto this. Now, let's just have a look at what Salmons is looking at. Have a look at this. Salmons doing Striker doing a fantastic job. And, well, there is the Batman, and, well, Striker is coming good as this one goes on. Good to see Striker, and absolutely brilliant from that man. As Nat Hammer and Bender is very, very close. It is very close. I dare say Nat is lining him up for a DRS pass here. And he's all loose. He's loose coming out of the last one. But he should have him. Bender spending battery. He's certainly spending battery. What's going to happen? Nat Hammer goes the inside and takes him well before turn one. What a move. What a move up into P8 from Nat Hammer. Bender down in P9. And, well, there you go. Anarchy Reaper, there it is there. He still can't get by Scotty on lap 20 of 27, folks. And, well, there you go. Absolutely stunning by these two. Anarchy, Scotty must be loving this fight. I'll tell you what, a little bit sweaty if I must say so myself. But there you go. What's going on here? Housey and Batman. Striker got by. Striker got by. Housey senses blood. What's going on with the Batman? Has he got an issue? Not too sure. We'll have a look at his front wing. Very full front wing, so it can't be that. As we'll flick back up to where Anarchy and Scotty are, as we'll keep an eye on that timing screen with interest, folks, because it is double points round, as I did touch on, of course. Yes, Monster Energy and Jaguar Motorsport are all on double points round weekend. And, well, of course, yes, double points, double the reward, but, of course, double the risk. They've got to behave. Of course, otherwise, the stewards will go whackety-whack, double-double, and not very good. Not what they want. So, at the moment, Fury's sitting in P3, and that's exactly where he wants to be. Love to be a little bit higher as the Fury, but nevertheless, great Grand Prix to date, albeit on lap 21. Still 5.5 laps remaining, folks. But I'll tell you what, Fury, if he can hold that, he'll be absolutely loving it. There is Junior in P5. He's caught the back of Z and caught him very quickly, of course. But Z is no slouch. He knows how to defend. And, of course, Z on a double points round as well. Wants to absolutely maximise this weekend for himself, his team, and, of course, the championships. And, well, doing a fantastic job. Is the Z. As Anarchy has just taken a little bit of a breather behind Scotty, and not too sure if that's for a little bit of a charge, maybe a bit of a push before the end. He's just touched the grass, and well, that's just not where you want to be, especially through Degna 1, because it just mucks your line for Degna 2, but he's done very, very well to hang on to that one, and well, he's looking to fire back up around Scotty again. But we'll keep an eye on that one with interest. There is Liam. There is Z. I'll tell you what, Liam's just got so much speed going into Spoon. He cannot use it. He cannot use it. And he's relying on a great exit here. But Z, I think, spending some battering. Got a great launch off that last one out of Spoon. And I think he's going to live to fight another day. Is the Z up in a P4. Fantastic from him. As we'll have a look at the Batman, because Batman is now fired back up. It looks like he's found his mojo again. And he's now sitting in P12. Jazz cops a track limit 3-second penalty. Unfortunate from him. As we have a change. What's going on up here? Verk's gone the soft. Verk in the pit lane. Out of the pit lane. And there you go. There he's just crucially got ahead of Junior. And there you go. That was super crucial for the Verk. Come out on the soft compound. But he has a mountain to climb, folks. An absolute mountain. He's got 8 seconds to catch, nearly 9 seconds to catch, of course, in a matter of laps. If anyone can do it, it can be the Verk. Of course, he'll be on the absolute raggedy edge. Junior is not going to catch him. What has happened here? Salmons and Bender doing battle. Bender having a good crack. Oh, Bender's touched. Oh, he's had to let him go, and there you go. Good racing. Bender let him go in the end. It got a bit argy-bargy, and Bender did the right thing. Fantastic. As Salmon slots himself up into P9, Bender P10, and have a look at Striker. He's not done yet, is the Striker. Absolutely brilliant. He can sense blood. Bender on a penalty, and well, that's going to drop him like a stone. He'll go behind Housey. If the checkered flag was to fall at this very point in time, we'll flick back up, because there is Junior. He's doing a fantastic job to hang on to the back of Verk at the moment on the soft compound. The softs aren't good around here. They're only good for a few laps, but he's only got a few laps, and if anyone can catch, it's got to be this man, of course. And well, I'll tell you what, Fury a further, 2.4 seconds up the road, and well, 2.3 now, and well, Fury in P2 at the start of lap 23. There he is there. You can see the distance in the gaps for yourself. That is Verk behind him. That is Junior behind Verk, and of course, Middies, there he is there. There you can see the gaps in the distance. Fantastic shot. Absolutely brilliant. It's about time the game worked for us in that way, as we'll flick back down to Anarchy Reaper, and there he is there. Certainly, absolutely doing a good job behind Scotty, and Scotty just sending it. He's making that car extremely wide, putting it in all the right places, all the places you don't want as a driver trying to make that overtake. And of course, around here, this twisty flowing, beautiful circuit. And not many places to make that overtake, of course. Patience is the name of the game, of course, especially through here. The S's, Dunlop curve. And then there's nowhere to pass. Nowhere to pass. You got Degner 1 through here, of course. You got Degner 2. It's just too quick of an entry of a corner. And, of course, the hairpin is a great opportunity if you are close enough. But, of course, Aniki Reaper just a little bit too far back. And he's got all the way down to the chicane for the next opportunity. And the one after that will be into turn 1. And, well, fantastic. Verk has caught. He certainly has caught. Have a look at it. And he's in P3. He's chasing Fury, and there you go. He's going to take Fury. Fury knows it. He slots in. And, well, Fury just wants to hang on to that podium. He's going to hang on to the back of Verk. He's going to do his absolute best. He's got Liam. He's got Junior behind him. Of course, 6-lap-old hards versus 10-lap-old hards. There is not much of a difference there. It should not make much of a difference as Verk sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 1 minute 29.681. And that's exactly what he wants. Can he get the race lead? He's going to hunt minis. He's got a broken front wing. And this is going to come down to the wire, folks. This is going to come down to the wire as we'll flick back down to Aniki because it might be just a bit of a charge for him as he struggles to get by Scotty. And Batman doing battle with Bender still, of course. Housy's come alive towards the end of this one on the medium compound in P13. Is Batman going to get the move? Just a little bit too far back. Bender says, no, you don't. Oh, and Batman's got it all wrong. Batman got it a little bit wrong, and there you go. Finds himself down into 13. Bender in 12th. Housey up into 11th. And there you go. Can set his sights on Striker. 3 laps remaining, folks. 3 laps remaining. Verk, 4.6 seconds off Middy's Mella. I'll tell you what, if anyone can catch it, it's got to be this man. He's on the soft compound. Middy's on the hard compound. He has no left-hand side end plate. Verk senses a victory. Can he get it done? Can he get it done? I think he's going to run out of time, folks. There is Junior hunting Fury, of course. And Fury wants a podium. He wants it bad. He wants it big time. But can Junior spoil the party? I'm not too sure. Nevertheless, lap 25. Here we come, folks. There is our race leader, Middy's Mella, of course, crossing the line. And the gap now has dropped down to 4.3 seconds. 2 laps remaining. Too little, too late from the Verk. It's a valiant effort, but unfortunately, I don't think he's going to get the job done unless he puts the turbojets on right about now. But he's going to need some severe overspeed, and it's just might be a little bit too little, too late, but I could be chewing my own words. Here comes Junior, having a good look at Fury, of course, wanting to get the job done, and Junior is sending it. He certainly is. He wants to be careful through here. There's nowhere to pass, and well, looks like he's done a bit of a battery charge, but Fury is a great defender. Everyone knows that. He's hard to pass, and he's not going to make this easy. Fury wants this podium. He absolutely wants it. He's not going to make it easier for Junior at all. And, well, fantastic. The gap now to 3.2 seconds between Verk and Middy's. Verk is coming home like a freight train, but I think too little too late. Can he do it? Well, it's one thing to catch it, is another thing to pass, as Junior is finding out right about now. This is the battle to watch. Of course, Aniki's still behind Scotty, and I dare say that might stay that way till the checkered flag, but Junior just can't get the job done. Have a look at him go. Fury's got some great straight line speed, and he's going to hold off through 130R. Into the final chicane and live to fight another day. Lap 26 of 27. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Middy's Mella, 2.7 seconds now is the lead as Jazz Bluescat gets well and truly out of his way. And he certainly does. And there you go. Middy's tucks into turn 1. There is Verk. And, well, excuse me, folks. One lap extra I think he might have needed. Maybe a couple. But nevertheless, a great fight. There is Junior, still 0.2 of a second behind Fury. And, well, Fury's just got to hold his nerve. What's going on with Aniki and Scotty? There it is there, and well, still 6th and 7th. Aniki can't get by. Scotty, a valiant effort, absolutely, to hang on to that P6, as he's been under the pump all Grand Prix. And, well, hats off to you, Scotty. Absolutely stunning. Nevertheless, 1 lap to go. Anything can happen. I loved how these Jaguar boys have worked. Salmons and Striker, hats off to you, boys. Absolutely brilliant teamwork, as we're going to see a change, is there? What has happened here? Junior went for a move, but Fury says, no, you don't. And as he's still P3, P4, P4 for those boys respectively. Of course, as we approach the final lap of the race, as Mitty's doing a great job. 1.9 seconds now is the gap to the leader, of course. Verk chasing and chasing hard, but I don't think he's got enough. It's just too little too late. Junior having a good look. He's having a good look. What's he going to do? 130R. Nowhere to pass. He's going to go the inside, the outside. Fury goes the inside and wisely too. Blocks that line, and why wouldn't you? Oh, there you go. Oh, Junior's going to have to give that position back. He certainly is. And there you go, he does. He gives that spot back, tucks back in, and Fury can set his sights. And can he hang on to that P3? Oh, no! They've touched! And, there you go. What is going on? What is going on here? Maybe something for the stewards to look at on the start of the last lap. Kind of crazy. But nevertheless, Verk chasing Middies. There is the gap. There's Verk. There's Middies, of course. And, what has happened to Bopton? Bopton down there in 15th. That is them in between them as Bender, bang. That's going to hurt him big time. He's going to drop behind, the Batman. I'll not hurt him too much because David is a little bit far back. But those boys looking for a fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Of course, David absolutely looking to send it to win to win maximum points for his group. Of course, that group 3 wants to beat them in that fastest lap, and that's why he's got that soft compound on, and he's sacrificed a couple of positions to possibly gain an extra point, and not too sure if that was the way to go, but nevertheless, we'll see as this one pans out as Mitty's on the back straight, and entering the the final chicane of the Grand Prix. There is Verk. It's a one lap. He needed one more lap. Did the Verkster. Of course, he would have had him. He absolutely would have had him. But what a race win from the Middies. He takes the Grand Prix. Verk P2. Fury will get there. In the end. P3 from that man. As Liam will take P4. Fantastic from that guy there. There is Z. P5. Valiant effort. Absolutely stunning from the Monster Boys. P2, P5 at the moment. Where are the Jaguars? 9 and 10. Of course, fantastic. Scotty finishes ahead of Anarchy. Great race, Anarchy. P7, Nat Hammer P8. Fantastic from the Nat. Salmons will take P9. Awesome race, Salmons. Great Grand Prix, mate. Welcome back to form, my friend. Striker P10. Housey P11. The Bender will finish in 13th. Batman will jump him, of course. David, as you were. We'll just see if David is going. He's absolutely sending it. This will be the quickest lap for him of his Grand Prix, looking to get the fastest lap for his Group 3, of course. And let's just see, he's sending it. He's 1.1 seconds quicker than he's ever been throughout the Grand Prix so far. We're going to bring David home, and I dare say he might have the fastest lap in the bag for his group, but we'll just see as these timing screens come across the line, as does David. And fantastic Grand Prix, 14th in the end. Great racing from the boys. Well done, Salmons. Welcome back to form, the Salmons. Great stuff. Awesome, boys. As there you go. Another great race by this lot. And, they proved their worth yet again. Absolutely brilliant, as the guys in chat love it as well. Labstappen, mega race. Salmons, awesome race. Very, very good. Middies on the top step yet again. Verk, P2. And, yes, Mr. Fury Strat, P3. As, there you go. The fastest lap of the Grand Prix goes to Verk with a 1 minute 29.681, if you don't mind. As we'll flick down to the bottom of the timing screens for the stewards. We're going to go on a brief pause, folks. We're going to get our drivers in for an interview. And, yes, absolutely. And our driver of the day to boot. And, yes, be with us. We'll be back with you in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, yes, we are back. We've got our drivers in for an interview. Unfortunately, well, there you go. Our driver of the day has joined us, but only one of the podium getters has joined the interview room. And I speak of none other than Fury, of course, mate. Welcome back to the podium. And, still yet to be decided. We'll see how that one all pans out. But nevertheless, we won't talk about that just yet, of course. Fantastic Grand Prix, just what the doctor ordered. Awesome stuff, mate. Well done.
Yeah, no, it was good to have a result. It was good to be in the same postcode as Middies for a while, and have a really kind of ding-dong battle with him, which was really fun. So, I've kind of pulled out a lap out of my arse in qualifying to get up to P3 or P4 at the time, and then Middies had whatever happened to him to start behind me. So that helped me out. And then, I kind of was hanging on to the boys in front, and then I messed up Degner 1 and took too much curb, and it launched me into the gravel. I've then had to come back onto the track, and that's why I lost DRS from those boys after I caught it back up. I just couldn't. Once you drop DRS around here, it's just so hard to get back into it, especially if the cars in front are kind of training with each other. So it kind of meant Middies and I were in our own battle, and then, he got aggressive, and he tried to move, and didn't work initially. Then he got the job done. I kept pressing him, and unfortunately I had a weird brake lock up going into the hairpin where the car was straight and the rears just snapped on me, and I nearly ended up in the fence, which put me out of DRS from him. So that took me away from that battle. And then obviously big miss for Verk tonight. He had a game issue where he set the hard tire and it put him on mediums at the first stop, so probably should have been an easy dub for him tonight rather than the P2. But then I ended up battling with Ramsell due to my own issue at the hairpin, which got quite interesting in the last lap, if I'm being completely honest. There's probably some questionable stuff from both parties, but we'll leave that for the stewards to look at if they are so called to do that. And we'll take the P3 for the time being.
Absolutely, mate. And, ride that cloud, mate. And absolutely what the doctor ordered. I do know that. Fantastic at the moment, mate. You're going to hold that P3 as we speak. We'll wait and see how that one pans out, as you did say. But nevertheless, a great drive. Not going to take anything away from you, mate. That was fantastic to see you back up there. Good stuff, Fury. P3 from you, mate. Congratulations.
Cheers, mate, and shout out to Scott, to Verk for the P2. He's an incredible driver, and unfortunately, the last couple of weeks he's gotten really unlucky with a couple of wins going begging at the moment. And I mean, Middies has found some form. He's getting the race results that we knew he probably should have been getting at the end of last season, and he just couldn't stitch them together. So he's doing an incredible job at the moment. Doesn't really matter where he starts by the looks of it. I mean, he's started on pole just about every week, but now he started from 6th and he's won again. So clearly it doesn't matter where the guy starts. He's going to be pretty much at that pointy end. So it was cool to battle him for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. Exactly right. But nevertheless, the season is long. The halfway point has been reached, and the journey is still being written. Nevertheless, great Grand Prix, Fury. Congratulations yet again on a great podium. Well done, mate.
Cheers, mate.
All right, we'll go to our driver of the day. I tell you what, it's been a long time coming. Mr. Consistency. We did speak of this man throughout the stream. Just did a phenomenal job. I tell you what, he had his hands full all Grand Prix. In the end, he took the chocolates, of course, over Anarchy Reaper. We speak of none other than Scotty. Scotty, talk us through that one, mate. What a battle. Unbelievable, mate.
Nah, cheers. Thanks for that. Didn't think that was a driver of the day worthy drive for myself. Just did not feel comfortable whatsoever. But hey, it's another top 6. I'm a little bit disappointed I didn't get P5 because every other time I've come to Japan for either Formula 4 or SXR, I've always finished 5th in the races. So I'm a little disappointed I didn't keep that streak going. But it wasn't too bad. I just setup-wise, I did not feel comfortable, so I was running higher wings than I think a lot of the guys tonight. So
yeah, right.
It felt all right through Sector 1, but then obviously Sector 2, Sector 3, obviously I just sort of lose pace, and it was more so just trying to save battery. But had a nice battle there with a few of the guys. Nat obviously in the first stint, sort of a bit of a drain. Tried a couple of moves on the guys in front, made a little mistake, but Hey, it is what it is. Sad that I was the only Renault out there tonight, sadly, but thankfully we still got the World Cup up our sleeve
Yeah,
if we need to. But
absolutely you do, mate. You certainly do.
yeah,
And sorry, go ahead.
yeah, Japan not one of my favourites. So
For Scotty,
top six.
that's the
So we'll
beautiful thing
take that.
about you, mate. Mr.
I
Consistent.
know.
Not your favourite track, and he finished in the top 6 after starting P9 and had that battle with Aniki Reaper that you kept us all entertained. That was quality, and for that alone, driver of the day worthy. You take the chocolates, mate, and well, there you go. Well deserved, if I must say so myself. Very, very good. Very, very good. It was entertaining. You're putting your car in all those places that you would hate to have it as an overtaking car, and you did the job, mate. And there was just no way through for young Aniki to get that job done, and it was a valiant effort, mate. So you should be proud of that one. P6 driver of the day, Scotty.
Yeah, shout out to him as well, because I nearly bolted it on the last lap at the hairpin because I was too busy looking at my mirrors, thinking that he was driving well because he obviously tried a couple of times at unique areas, so I had to just pay attention to make sure that he didn't sort of have a run on me and just juice in a sort of unusual spot. So shout out to him because I could not make a mistake, otherwise he was through. So that's big pressure on him, and obviously new to the league as well. Shout out to him because he drove fantastically tonight. So look forward to see some more battles with him in the future.
Yeah,
so
fantastic.
Shout out to him, and thanks for comms once again, and should be a good watch back.
Absolutely, mate. No, you're welcome, buddy. And well, we'll see you all again next week, of course. Yes, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Looking forward to that one, Scotty. I'm sure the whole grid it is a fan favourite. It is a gamer favourite. It is, well, I'll tell you what, if you love F1 and you don't love Brazil, you can't be loving F1. It is a fantastic circuit. Yes, it is a tight, twisty one, but nevertheless, always produces fantastic racing. And, well, the boys head there next. Same time, same channel, of course, and a fantastic way to end this one, as you can see on the calendar for yourself. The 10th of April, we will be there, and we do hope you all can join us then again. Lockie, we hope to see you in reserve trim if you're still out there, mate, and we do know you're busy. You do still keep in touch. It'd be good to see you back out on circuit. Nevertheless, we will catch you all again next week, folks. Thank you very, very much for watching. We are Southern Cross Racing. Goodbye.